A very happy morning to all my dear children. Welcome back to your computer class. Dear children, we were studying chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Computers. Today we will be going to move to part 3 of this chapter. Let us see what we are having today to learn. Dear children, in our last video lesson, we have studied till here the parts of the computer. जैसे कि हमारे बॉडी के कुछ पार्ट्स होते हैं, वैसे ही कंप्यूटर के पार्ट्स है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मॉनिटर, माउस, कीबोर्ड एंड CPU box. Then today we will learn about them in detail. मतलब कि इनके मीनिंग्स क्या होते हैं, ये किसके लिए यूज होते हैं. ओके, लेट अस सी.
A computer monitor. A monitor looks like a TV screen. It displays the work that we are doing on the computer. We can see pictures, letters, numbers and movies on a monitor.
Dear children, see, this is a monitor. Now on monitor, first of all, a monitor looks like a TV screen. जैसे कि आप सबके पास घर पे TV है and you watch a TV and in that you watch cartoons and movies. In the same way, on monitor as well, we can see pictures, letters, movies. Understood? So a monitor is like a TV screen which is there at your homes. Okay. It displays the work that we are doing on the computer. That means जो हम काम कर रहे हैं कंप्यूटर पे वो यहाँ पे दिखेगा. It will display. दिखेगा means it displays the work. That means जो हम काम कर रहे हैं वो कंप्यूटर की मॉनिटर की स्क्रीन पे दिखेगा. Understood?
CPU box. The CPU box contains the CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It is the brain of a computer as it controls all the other parts of a computer. Computer will not start without CPU.
Now the next one is the CPU box. In the CPU box, what we are having? We are having CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Again I will tell, CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Now why it is called Central Processing Unit? Because it is the brain of the computer. Okay, जैसे कि हमारे पास हमारा ब्रेन है, जब हम पढ़ाई करते हैं तब हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं, हमारा ब्रेन यूज़ करते हैं. इन द सेम वे जब भी हमारा कंप्यूटर ऑन होता है एंड वॉट एवर वर्क वी डू, कौन करता है? ब्रेन ऑफ द कंप्यूटर. दैट इज द CPU ऑफ अ कंप्यूटर. अंडरस्टूड? कंप्यूटर का ब्रेन कौन है? दैट इज CPU. It is the brain of a computer as it controls all the other parts of the computer. बाकी सारे parts को control भी करता है. Computer will not start without CPU. जैसे कि हम हमारी पढ़ाई स्टार्ट करते हैं, ओके, तो कैसे हमारा दिमाग दौड़ने लगता है, इसमें क्या लिखेंगे, उसमें क्या लिखेंगे. इन द सेम वे जैसे ही हमको कंप्यूटर ऑन करना होता है, सो वी शुड हैव अ CPU. वी शुड हैव द ब्रेन ऑफ द कंप्यूटर. अंडरस्टूड? नेक्स्ट,
Keyboard. Keyboard is made of several small buttons called keys or blocks. These keys are used for writing on the computer. The process of writing using a keyboard is known as typing. We can type letters, numbers and symbols.
next you are having keyboard. Okay, keyboard is made up of several small buttons. Now when we are writing in our notebooks, in our textbook, तो हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं? पेन और पेंसिल यूज़ करते हैं. बट वेन वी हैव टू राइट एनीथिंग ऑन अ कंप्यूटर, हमको जब कंप्यूटर पे लिखना होता है, वॉट वी विल यूज keyboard. Okay, you can see in the keyboard there are letters, numbers, symbols. तो उसकी help से we can type. Okay, and that process is called typing. जो भी हम लोग लिखते हैं कंप्यूटर पे with the help of a keyboard, it is known as typing. Understood? These keys are used for writing on the computer. The process of writing using a keyboard is known as typing, and we can type letters, numbers and symbols. Next.
Mouse. Unlike a living mouse, a computer mouse doesn't eat or run. It helps us to draw, point, move items shown on the monitor. It is a pointing device. It has 2 buttons and a scroll wheel.
Next part is mouse. चूहा नहीं, वो चूहा तो क्या करता है, हमारी चीज़ें खा जाता है ना, और भाग जाता है, पर ये वाला चूहा खाता नहीं है और भागता भी नहीं है. Now what does this mouse does? ये तो कंप्यूटर का माउस है, like this. Okay, so what it does drawing, pointing. जैसे कि हमको कुछ भी ड्राइंग करनी होती है कंप्यूटर में, we can do with the help of a mouse. Then we can move the items as well on the monitor. हमको जब मॉनिटर पे आइटम्स मूव करनी होती है, we will use mouse. Okay, it is a pointing device. माउस को हम क्या बोलते हैं, pointing device. Mouse is known as pointing device. It has 2 buttons and a scroll wheel. माउस को कितने बटन्स होते हैं, 2 buttons. Okay, mouse has 2 buttons and a scroll wheel. Understood, dear children? Now let us see the worksheet which is there in your textbook. This action time is there in your textbook. What you have to do after this topic itself in the textbook, you are having this action time. Identify the missing item in each picture and draw it to complete the picture. Now see, dear children, A, B, C and D. 4 pictures are given to us. हर एक पिक्चर में कंप्यूटर का एक पार्ट मिसिंग है, टेक्स्ट बुक वाले डालना ही भूल गए हैं. सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, तो हमको उस पार्ट को कंप्लीट करना है, हमको कंप्यूटर को कंप्लीट करना है. सो यू हैव टू ड्रॉ इट. ओके, यू हैव टू ड्रॉ दैट पार्ट. Like see in the first part, in the first picture you are having CPU, then mouse, then keyboard, but one part is missing. कौन सा part है वो, monitor. Monitor is not there, so here you will draw a monitor. Understood? Like a TV screen. Next picture, in the next picture you are having monitor, keyboard and CPU, but again one part is missing. Which is that part? That is mouse. So here you will draw a small mouse. Okay, then picture C and D. These pictures you have to see, you have to identify, and then you have to complete. Now see here, this small action time. Which part of the computer is known as the brain of the computer? कौन सा पार्ट है कंप्यूटर का जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि वो कंप्यूटर का ब्रेन है? That is the CPU, the central processing unit. Children, I hope you are clear with this part of the video. Listen, we will meet next time with something more interesting in this chapter. Till then, bye bye. God bless you all.